Hey, before the video starts, just one thing. I want to say huge thank you to everyone who has been supporting me, and thank you for 9,000 subscribers. So today I'm going to be checking out a new keyboard sent over by Akko. It's their new 5087S. It's their new TKL layout keyboard, and I think it's pretty interesting for a price of only $80 and priced at around 320 Malaysian ringgit. So thank you to Akko for sending this over. Let's check it out, and without further ado, let's start this video. So this is the box of the Akko 5087, and this is the RGB version. This is again the ASA profile keycaps with the black one, and these are shine through, and you guys can see the keyboard right here with the TKL layout. And the switches I got over here are the Akko jelly pink switches, which are the linear switches, and I really like them. So let's just check out the box. Overall, all around it's just this Akko branding as usual, and on the back we have an outline of the functions of the keyboard and all of the shortcuts you guys can see right here. Looks pretty interesting. Now let's unbox it and see what we get inside. And of course, the first thing included is a user manual for the keyboard. I'll just quickly flip through it and you can pause if you want to read it. And included in the box is also a really nice keycap and switch puller in this kind of Akko purple color. Besides that, you also get a black cable in the box. It's a Type A to Type C connection cable, and it comes with gold plating on the connectors. Looks pretty nice to me, and it also has Akko branding on it, and the length is around 1.5 meters. And Akko also includes extra keycaps in the box, so if you want to use these keycaps on another keyboard, you also can do it, and it's all there for a full-size keyboard. And these are the same shine-through keycaps as the ones on the keyboard. Now let's take a look at the keyboard itself. And before we look at the keyboard, I want to say it's really nice that Akko is starting to include these plastic covers, so you can cover up your keyboard after a whole day of use, and it protects it from the elements and of course from dust. So this is the keyboard right here, and at first glance it looks really nice in this full matte black colorway, and you can't really see the legends or the print on them because they are shine through. So when I turn it on later on or when I plug it in, you guys will get to see that. But overall, really nice TKL layout. The ABS plastic feels really nice, and I love the matte texture on it. And this is what the side of the keyboard looks like. You guys can see the ASA profile keycaps right here, which are pretty good in height, and you can see the little feet right here. If you don't like the height of the keyboard, you can increase it by this much, or if you want it to increase just by a little bit, there's also a small feet included. And it's also the same on the other side. The matte black plastic looks really good. And this is the front of the keyboard. I'm surprised there's actually no branding whatsoever. It's just this matte black plastic, and on the top is the same thing, and you guys can see in the middle right there is the Type C connection port, which is pretty interesting. So when we take a look at the back of the keyboard, we can see where the Type C connection goes in. It's actually in pretty deep, that's why the connector is pretty weird. Let me just show it to you guys. So as you guys can see on the Type C head right here, it looks pretty weird and it does lock into place. So all you have to do is just slot it in and it'll just stay in place. It looks really nice with the Akko logo, and you also can see that you can organize it if you want it to go to the left or the right or just go through the middle. And of course on the back of the keyboard we have the non-slip feet, so there's 5 right here. Again, the adjustable feet that we take a look at just now, and down here we can see actually a cutout, so maybe there will be a wireless version releasing in the future. So that's basically everything on the keyboard. Let me plug it in and show you guys the RGB. And in my opinion, the RGB does look pretty good. I'm recording with pretty bright lights already in the studio, but you guys can see the RGB is pretty saturated and bright on this keyboard, and the shine through on the keycaps I think is pretty good as well. And if you want to further configure the RGB, there's actually 20 built-in effects on the keyboard. All you have to do is just press down the function key and the 6 keys on top of the arrow keys, and you can cycle through all the effects stored on the keyboard itself. So taking a closer look at the keycaps, these are actually pretty newly released keycaps by Akko. It's their new ASA Shine Through keycap set, and in this set you get 131 pieces, which will fit a lot of boards out there. And these keycaps are double shot, but Akko has used PBT instead of ABS in this keycap, so they'll be more durable down the line. And honestly, I'm really digging this kind of matte black look to it, and with the RGB shine through I think it looks pretty good, but I would say these keycaps are more suitable for north facing RGB LEDs. And for the switches here, I actually have the Akko CS Jelly Pink switch, which is one of their linear switches. It has an actuation force of 45 grams, a total travel of 4mm, and a pre-travel of 1.9mm. These feel pretty smooth to me. I really like how these switches sound like, and they are pretty similar to the silver switches that Akko has. And of course, you can choose other switches if you don't want the linear one. They also provide the tactile switch, which is the purple one for this keyboard. And I would say that the RGB shine through is pretty good because they have this transparent top on them, but I would say that it will be slightly tinted like pink or purple depending on the switch you choose, because the plastic is colored that way. And this is what the switch looks like close up. So you can see the overall pink design, hence the pink name, and you guys can see the stem right here. It has dust proof design and it looks pretty good in my opinion. Overall, it's a like transparent pink crystal look to it, and on the back right here we can see a cutout for the RGB on top, and it's 3-pin Hotswap. Pretty interesting and nice linear switch. And as for the stabilizers, these are actually made by Akko. It's their new plate mounted stabilizers, and they do look pretty good, and they do come pre-looped from the factory. In my opinion, they are pretty good plate mounted stabilizers, but I would say that they need further modding, because even though it's looped from the factory, you may hear some rattling when typing. And moving on to the next part of the review, I have to be honest with you guys, it took me a solid half an hour just to open up this top frame. I do not like keyboards which are designed like this with all of the clips and without screws. It's only a really tough hassle for people who actually want to customize their keyboard, and opening it up is so hard you might actually break a few clips like I did right here. So opening it up, you can see there's actually 3 parts to this keyboard. So there's the case, the top case, the bottom case, and on the bottom case right here, we can see that there's already foam included in the case, and you can see there's the daughter board connected to the Type-C connection port right here. And this is the main part of your keyboard where your plate and your PCB meet. So in between on the plate and the PCB right here, let me just focus it. You guys can see that there's actually some foam included. So there is some plate foam included in between the plate right here and the PCB. So this helps dampen sound when typing. And on the back of the PCB, you can see all of the Hotswap sockets. These Hotswap sockets right here, purple in color, are actually by CIY. That's pretty good. So these are all 5-pin Hotswap, and they look pretty good in my opinion. Overall, it's pretty good that Akko provides this foam in the keyboard already, but I would say the one downside is that it's just so hard to open because it uses clips. So now let's just reassemble everything, and I will go to the typing sound test to let you guys hear how it sounds like stock. So that was the typing sound test, guys, and honestly from using this keyboard I would say that it sounds pretty good out of the box, especially with all the mods included and the loop stabilizers as well. But coming back to the price, with it only priced at $80 or around 320 Malaysian ringgit, I think it's really good for that price. With everything included, I think it's pretty worth it, and if you're looking for a good TKL wired keyboard with decent RGB and keycaps, you can definitely go for this Akko keyboard. And of course, if you're interested in getting this Akko 5087S, links will be down in the description below. And again, a huge thank you to Akko for sending this keyboard over for a review. So yeah, that was it for this video, guys. Leave a like on this video if you liked it, dislike this video if you didn't like it, subscribe to my channel if you haven't. I have even more content like this come very soon. And as always, thanks for watching. Goodbye, guys.